call this the high lonesome country. Because, neighbor, it is high and it is lonesome. See that speck out there in the middle? That's the Horse Davis Ranch headquarters where we live. It took us years of work and war and trouble to get this cow range whipped, and we thought we had it done. Then one night a strange thing happened that we didn't know how to explain. We saw no harm in it then, but a long time afterward we knew the greatest danger of our lives came on us as this sun went down.
Nothing come this way or them quail would have flown before now.
Must be lower down.
Give me my rifle.
What's the matter?
Something's pestering the horses.
Oh, that ain't nothing but that cooncat fixing to raid my cook shack again.
All right, we'll get us a cooncat.
Awful lot of prowling around out there, seems to me.
Yeah, that's Boatwhistle trying to outguess that cooncat. Hear the old fool shotgun in a minute.
A cooncat wouldn't set foot in that kitchen. Cooncats are too clean.
There it goes.
Hey, that was Frank's 45.
Oh, now, honestly, what a bunch of knotheads. We get worse around here every day.
Better let the boys handle it, Abby.
Who, them?
What was your theory shooting out that window?
What is your theory shooting that shadow?
Thought I seen something.
Me too. Hey, that darn cooncat's learned how to light a lamp.
Yeah, you'd better get your hands up.
Well, I'm gonna.
What you got, Dixie?
Come on in. Watch out whose heads are shooting off, too.
A fine cooncat. Who are you, Billy the Kid?
Nobody you ever heard of.
Stealing away to California, huh?
I've been working in Marfa.
Who first, sonny?
Sawmill?
No sawmill in Marfa. Bandy, huh? I oughta...
Hold it, Frank. What do we seem to have caught?
We call it a cooncat.
Oh, leave off, will you, fellers?
Better come with me, Cooncat. See how things look from the house. Bring the lamp closer, Meagan. This is healing, all right.
Is it bad?
It's been bad.
No wonder, popping out of the ground that way. Must have come up under a rock.
Teach him to look where he's popping.
Smart, ain't you?
What's the matter with him?
You know what I think? This boy's killed somebody.
We'll find out who in the morning.
I won't be around.
Meagan, got one more hunk of that poor excuse for bread. Go look in the table drawer, Abby. Might need something from it.
I think you're right.
Give him the bread, Meagan. Now go over to the door. Give a good pull on that bell rope. Sit down.
You can't hold me here.
We can sure try. Draw back from it, son. Abby don't want to hurt you. Not on her clean floor.
What's the matter?
Where's those old handcuffs from the time I was deputy?
Well, I saw him the other day around here, Summers.
Well, dig them up and lock this critter to a bunk. Tomorrow's Sunday, but I'll backtrail him right after Bible.
We'll hang on to him. Come on, you.
Come on, the man said.
I heard him.
Abby? Is that coffee still hot?
Should be, Paul.
Well, I got them so they'll go on. I don't know whether they'll ever come over.
That's all right. They'll look good on.
Hey, watch out for that lamb. Kid,
Put 'em on it. Put 'em on it.
Settle down, boy.
And why take ye thought of raiment? Consider the lilies of the field.
Abby, where are you?
Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow.
Hey!
Consider how that fathead bellers.
Well, it's only Pat Farrell.
That's what I say.
Abigail!
Hey, Abby, I brought you...
Where's the body?
Now, you know Paul always reads Bible on Sunday.
Sunday. It is. Oh, can't stop now. Plate me, Abby. Be back for dinner.
Come back here.
Say, I had a horse thief the other night. Run him off before I got anything.
Is that your horse thief?
Him? Nah. He's a great big Indian, I think.
Then shut up and sit down.
So dark I couldn't even see my gun
Shut up.
sights.
Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if God so clothed the grass of the field, which today is... Don't shoot, Frank!
Oh, no, you don't.
You sure you don't know him, Pat?
Why do you think your horse thief was an Indian if it was so dark?
Hey. He's in there. He might look like a tall Indian.
I was never near your ponies.
No, you weren't. That's my lariat he's got there. What'd you take that for?
I am to get me a horse the same way everything's taken from me. That's what I took it for.
If he's so desperate to steal a horse, it's because he done something worse. Boatwhistle, fetch my team.
Backtrailing him's gonna be rough if he's been through them rocks.
I got a better idea. Hold this. I ain't gonna wait on you hand and foot.
Did you ever see anything so dead set to go free? Just one steady, patient series of wild jumps.
She'll try just once more.
Hey, there goes your one.
Sure, why'd you think I give him the rope for?
Hey, Dixie.
Yeah.
Frank's liable to get kind of rough with that kid.
I'll go see about it.
You better not lose any time.
You ready to talk?
I ain't ready for nothing.
Yeah? I'll make you talk. How's that? Think it'll do you?
No.
I'll kill you for having. Well, come on. Wake up. Let's get on with it. Sure, I know you're ready for more. There's no end to it.
No. I give in.
Well, it's about time.
So this is your better idea, huh?
Yes, and it worked. Shut up and listen.
He'll find it now no matter what I do.
Find what?
There's a corpse at the wagon road. I killed Jim Shell.
Where's the body?
On the floor of the trading post.
There you are.
This the place?
Yes, sir.
It's funny how haunted and deathly that thing can look when you know what's inside.
Where'd you bed down?
Over there. Beside them old busted walls.
Planned the robbery there, huh?
It was my own money.
Yeah, what was Jim Shell doing with it?
Well, this road has a bad name. He said he better keep it for me until morning.
Good idea.
No, sir. After a while, them two strangers moved in on me and ate up my grub. So I thought I'd better make a night march and get rid of them. But this traitor, this Jim Shell, he wouldn't give me my money back. He swore he never heard of no money. And the two strangers come, stood in the door, and heard it all.
So you shot the traitor?
Not right then. I come back out to my fire there on the ruin. Them strangers followed me. That foreign talking one, he kept pawing through my stuff. And the other one, the one that kept smiling, he come and stood over me.
Why don't you stick a gun in his belly? You got a right to your own.
I got no gun.
We'll loan you a gun.
I wouldn't want to shoot him.
Who said shoot him? You just go in, hold a gun on him, and say, I want my money. We'll back you up.
Sure, we be there.
Get that gun out of the pack, Roper. You know the one I mean.
Hey, wait a minute.
You want your money, don't you?
It sounded like it ought to work. So I took the gun they gave me and went back inside the trading post. Jim Shell was over by the fireplace fixing a pack saddle.
You again, huh?
You got it, you know you got it.
Them two road agents give you that?
I gotta have my money.
Not men enough to try it themselves. Have to send a boy in the head, huh?
I gotta have it!
Are you sure that gun's loaded?
Stay back and you find out. I didn't know where I was at first when I come to. I thought I was blind. And pretty soon I could see. Then I remembered and I knew I'd killed a man. I didn't know what them two strangers wanted to do about it. I couldn't think. All I knew was I better run. It's a good thing I did run.
I thought you said the kid was dead. Get to the horses.
I kept going, but they tracked me a long way. That's where I got so hungry.
I wonder why they'd do that.
They'd be blamed, wouldn't they? Else they could show I done it.
Those two strangers as guilty as the boy. They planned the robbery, used the boy because it was handy.
They gotta be tracked down. I'll string a net across this range a flea couldn't get through. I'll rouse up every rancher for 90 miles around.
We're probably a long way further off than 90 miles.
That's what we gotta make sure of. Take a look at the ruin, Frank. Come on.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, come here, boy.
You see him? It?
Look for yourself. Dust, inches deep, everywhere.
But there had... Maybe there was a dust storm.
Hasn't been any.
Why, the place has been deserted for months.
I'll tell you something else. There hasn't been any fire inside of that ruin. No ashes, no tracks, nobody's been near it.
I can even show you a sharp stone in the fireplace where I leaned and had to move.
You know something? I think the boy believes it.
Don't you know why? Why, this kid's crazy. He's no more in his right mind than a hydrophobic skunk.
Yeah, makes it tough to know what to do with him.
You believe I'm out of my mind?
I don't know.
Look, I could saw him off on the sheriff of Marfa.
No, not till I know what he's done.
All right, look, I'll give him a horse, some kind of a horse. We'll give him a head start and run the heck out of him.
No, I'm not going to do that either.
Why?
Because we need him to find out, get the bottom of this thing.
Well, you can't just keep him around.
Who can't?
You can't. With the girls there? Well, I got something to say about that.
I don't think you have.
Why, you cantankerous old moss-horn. You can't tell what a kid like this is liable to do.
Hey, did you find it?
Find what?
That there dead fella that was killed.
Ain't any. Trading post's been locked up for months.
Why would the boy say he killed somebody if
Now,
he
how
knew?
should I know? You'll have a chance to find out, though. Your old man's taking him in to live with you.
Oh, he must be fooling.
Well, he ain't. I hollered again it, but he sunk his teeth into me. We went round and round.
Oh, Pat, if you've been fighting with Pa again,
Well, did you find out anything? Did you talk
Did you
to
find out
anybody?
nothing about nothing?
Now, look, Abby, that kid's dangerous. Anything is with his brains knocked out. Yet that old fool insisted.
how dare you keep calling him that?
Because I'm the only one to take care of you. Look at your men, folks. 2 old cripples and a couple of saddle tramps.
We still got guns.
Who to shoot them?
Pat, dear, see that nail holding that dishpan? Maybe that answers your question.
Why, you...
Well?
Oh, I can't hit you, honey.
Oh, I can hit you.
That's the trouble. No time to leave go.
All right, I'll leave go if you will. Pa said all along you were nothing but a loud yell with hands.
You want me to call off the barn woman?
Well, you want your barn warm, don't you?
Well, I didn't put on a new roof just to sit and admire by myself.
Oh, well, I'm going through with it. And so are you. Now ask me who we've got to handle a shotgun.
Come on, honey. I want to show you something.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter?
Well, I see we're still going to the party.
See Big Jim here? Been a Big Jim in our family for a long time. My grandpappy rode from Kentucky on the first Big Jim.
Yes, you told me 20 times.
This horse here is the only living stud of the Big Jim line. If he should stumble, I'd go lame.
Hasn't been hit on the head lately, has he? Pat, you're leaving your horse.
That ain't my horse.
What?
I know it sounds ridiculous. After I'm married, won't matter whose he be. I just wanted you to have the one finest thing in the world. Well, that there's the finest. I guess every man thinks his horse is the best. They're probably right. That's the best horse right there.
Did you write your mother?
Sure did.
Well, I'm going to keep him here for a while. Boy, you're going to do odd jobs around the place, on foot. Keep off the ponies. I'll let you have the run of the place, for now.
He's been dragged.
Yes, and he'll be dragged again every time he breaks. You go help your sister.
I never heard such a lie. This creepy kid.
You don't know half how creepy he is. Boatwhistle, I want you to hear something. Boy, tell him what those two men looked like you saw at the wagon road. Give him the smiling man.
Well, he was sort of black looking. And guarded. And he had a cast in his eyes so you couldn't tell which eye was pointing where. And a smile on his face like he was seeing you dead. Sort of a sliding smile.
Great land of fury.
Now give him the other, the one the smiling man called Roper.
The Roper?
Well, he was sort of short and thick-set. A foreign way of talking.
Well, sir, in all my life, I ain't never heard nothing like that.
You recognize him?
Why, how could he be mistook? That sliding smile. He's got them both perfect.
Now we're getting someplace.
No, he never saw him the wagon road or any other place on this earth.
Well, why didn't he see him?
Tell him, Boatwhistle.
Because both them men are dead. They died fighting Horse and me at the fence more than 15 years ago.
I keep thinking I see something.
Abby, why don't you and Pat live here after you're married? Don't you feel kind of funny going over to the old Jessup place?
It isn't the Jessup place anymore. It's Pat's and my place. Why should I feel funny?
Oh, that's what makes you so jumpy lately. Everything over there belongs to the Jessups who are dead. The graveyard's right in back of the house. And everybody in it died at the fence war fighting us and hating us.
Well, I admit Listen, there is something wrong.
Hey, get a gun, will you? Come on!
What's the matter?
There are two strangers up there watching the house.
Where?
I seen them from over by the storage tank. Come on, I'll show you. They're right over there. Well, they was there. Big Jim saw him. He whinnied.
Yeah, we saw 'em. Two riders without no heads. There's awful, wasn't it, Frank?
I was sure scared.
Won't you never believe nothing I say?
No, sir, and I'm getting sick and tired of this spook business, so you get that bucket of water and bring it on in the house.
Well, forget about it. Let's think about the barn warming, and there'll be my wedding.
It's the strangest thing. It's gone now. For a minute there, I never felt in worse danger in my life.
I'll blow out the lamp and come to bed.
Get along, oh, Baldy. Take the trail of the wagon road train. Got a pretty little gal in Carson, and I'm 20 miles from Carson in the rain.
Stand still, will you? You want to look pretty for the barn warming, don't you?
Oh, I ain't needed there.
Well, no one's aiming to stay here with you, that's for sure. Turn around.
Hey, Sonny, where'd you get these boots?
Rancher gave them to me.
Uh-huh.
Boatwhistle?
Huh?
Where'd Pa go?
Just wasting horse flesh tracking down them spooks. Old fool ain't gonna catch nothing. He's blinder than a bat in a barrel.
What spooks?
Cooncat seen him sitting out there in the dead of night without any heads.
Was you said no heads?
Have he? There's something hanging on this kid's shirt tail like grim death to a tax lien. And do you think he'll switch from his one same lie?
They ain't after me. They would have rode on long ago. Those fellas want to hurt you people here.
What fellers?
I don't know who your enemies be, mister. But boy, you got 'em.
Why don't they drop a bullet through one of these windows and be done with it?
Oh, they'd never get out of this basin if so much as Meagan got away. Every rancher within 90 miles would be on him. Horse Davis said so himself.
All right, take that off. Come on, Boatwhistle, show me the tracks.
All right, if you got to, but any answer to this is standing right here on this breezeway.
Now, honey, if you haven't seen a back... Who did that to you?
You wouldn't believe nothing I said anyway.
Your old man, huh?
My uncle. He kept pounding on me till I run off.
What was he beating you about?
Body was full of liquor, mostly.
I suppose you robbed him, seeing you was leaving.
Sure. I took $7 for the 7 years I worked there.
What in heaven's name did he hit you with?
Trace chain.
Nobody uses a trace chain here.
Only a drag rope, huh?
Not anymore, I can promise you that. Meagan, give him a hat.
Hold these.
Wait a minute, let's see which... Yeah, try that blue one on him. No, that ain't much good. Here, let me see here. Where's that? There's one. That ought to look pretty good on him. No, that makes him look too dudeish. Be all right if you cut that ribbon off there, but that's no good. Here, we get rid of that. Here, try it. Now, that ought to be all right. That's pretty good.
What's that?
The Scarecrow's been wearing it.
Well, the Scarecrow can keep it. Try this one.
But that's...
Hush.
Whose is this?
It's hers. Maybe you don't want to wear a girl's hat.
Listen, this isn't a girl's hat, it's my hat. I have another. Let's go, Boatwhistle.
Hey, Sonny. That's for town.
Bringing it in from our room, huh?
No, ma'am. It's outside.
I was just beginning to hope. Rush of tallow to the head, I guess.
I was only trying...
You were in our room. Don't lie to me.
Tell it your own way.
If you ever set foot in this house again without being told, I'll have you horsewhipped. Now get out. Meagan?
Yeah?
For heaven's sakes, come in here.
What's the matter? Cooncat?
Oh, honestly, what a deadfall.
Why?
Well, I just gave him both barrels for being in here.
Everybody's always giving both barrels around here.
What?
Trouble is our home. We've been beat over the head with gun wars and dry-ups and burnouts and blizzards and every other ding-dang thing that wasn't useful. Are we gonna let a doggy kid throw us?
Well, it's not that I'm throwing it.
Saturday night is the barn warming. After that party and 2 more, I will have been to 3. I don't want to hear another ding-dang thing about cooncat trouble or any other kind. I'm going to a party.
Yes'm.
Y'all getting in shape? You two sprouts get in this buckboard. We're going to take off to that party on the high-low. Hurry up now. Come on, get in here.
Help me up, Cooncat.
Come on, get in there. You ready?
Yes? Boatwhistle, you didn't shave.
I did so shave.
Feel your face.
I won't do it. Not I shaved. Oh, great land of fury. Get up out of here. Stone walls over there? Listen, Sonny, I've been on this range for 20 years, and if there's something following us, I'd know it.
Then you know it.
Oh.
Those are the walls of our first house, the one that was burned during the Fence War.
Used to be a row of hollyhocks along there. Oh, I see them little specks of dust. That ain't nothing but range horses.
Sure. Range horses. Running loose with people on them.
I got something I want to show you up the road a piece. You'll be interested. Get on there. Get. This here's the line of the famous death fence, like you know all about.
I know what I heard from you.
And a whole lot more. In a minute, I'm going to prove that you do. But maybe there's one thing that you don't know. You see all them bones here?
Yes, sir.
That's what's left of a great herd. Horse Davis's herd. You know how them cattle died?
No.
Well, every few years we get a blizzard from the north that drives our cattle before it. They always took shelter up in them canyons ahead until our feud with the Jessup family begun.
Nobody knows how it started.
Oh, some little thing. But one thing led to another, and Miles Jessup built this fence here. That year, the blizzard come, and our cattle piled up on this fence 100 deep as far as the eye could see. Them that didn't die where you see 'em now had their hoofs froze off.
They walked around on the stumps till they fell down. I've heard the story 100 times.
So now you know what your Miles Jessup done, that we had to fight him, and the fight was never finished while there was a Jessup left, and Miles Jessup hung dying on his own fence.
Right over there by that post.
Hey, look up there! Well, look, will ya?
No, I won't look. I'm getting sick and tired of you hollering look, too.
Boatwhistle, you got to. They're there.
Oh. You too now, huh?
Yeah. It's funny. But it's a mean kind of funny if you're in my place.
Anyway, Cooncat.
Now do you see what I'm up against?
I do see.
Mm-hmm. You're awful anxious to change the subject, ain't you? Caught you knowing a little bit too much, didn't
Yeah.
you? You put the whole thing away.
Give what away?
Miles Jessup that died right here. You described him to me to the last hair when you spoke of the Smiling Man. The Smiling Man and Miles Jessup are one and the same.
I only told you who I saw.
And the Roper. That was the nickname of a Cajun feller. Thick-set, foreign-talking man, just like you said.
Boatwhistle shot him in the throat. Pa said he bled like a flash flood.
His brother came over and grabbed him up in his arms, trying to close his throat with his hands until he died.
Right over there by that mesquite.
And them's the men you say you remember? Sonny, they was dead when you were 2 years old.
I said I saw him because I did.
Am I supposed to think that dead men walked? No, dead men don't walk. You were speaking of men you heard tell of so much that you even knew their faces and the way they talked. Now, what I want to know is, who drilled that into you?
Nobody did. I saw him more than once.
Oh, great land of fury. I give up. Come on, get in the buckboard. We're going to the party.
You can't spin. Your mothers are looking for you.
Hello, Miss You know something, Hort? There's people here tonight from all over the world and part Arkansas. What you having, fun?
Yes?
Look at this cake.
Hey, Abby.
Yes.
You all right? Abby, come on.
I'm coming.
Hey, where's Abby? She'll go to sleep in the... Well, who's this?
Now, you've seen me in a skirt before?
Well, I guess I can get used to it.
Oh, Pat, I get so tired trying to be a man.
Oh, that's all over with. From now on, you're going to wear dresses every day.
And I love it. Pat, where are your father and mother? I haven't seen them.
Well, they ain't here yet.
Then you didn't send them word.
Oh, sure I did.
You gave them the wrong day.
I even sent Art Sims this morning to fetch him. Don't forget it's a half day's ride by the wagon road.
It seems awfully funny.
Oh, come on, they'll be here. Let's have some fun.
Hey, come on, everybody. You've eaten the barbecue. Let's dance. Come on, Bill, Bonnie. Come on, come on, everyone.
Oh, join in and circle a bait. Break and trail along that line with the lady in the lead and the jet behind. Your left hand in like the dinner gong and the spinning wheel rolls right along. Now back with your right, you done gone wrong. Now over your shoulder with your left arm and wrap 'em up like a ball of yarn. And a do-si-do won't do no harm. Now meet your honey and pat her on the head and promenade. That's what I said. Oh, join hands and circle a bait. Break and trail along that line with the lady in the lead and the jet behind. Your left hand in like the dinner gong and spin the wheel right along. Now back with your right, you done gone wrong. Now over your shoulder with your left arm and wrap 'em up like a ball of yarn. And a do-si-do won't do no harm. Now meet your honey and pat her.
Come on, Cooncat, join in this. It's lots of fun.
Oh, I can't see no sense in it.
The only sense is I want you to.
Now you know where.
Well, I don't know how.
Annie over there can only count up to 3. And if she can do it, I guess you can. Come on.
Well?
Well?
On to your partner. Your corner's all. Wave to the pretty girl across the hall. Side 2 couples forward and back.
Hey, wasn't the one Jessup left alive, a young'un?
Bob Jessup?
Yeah.
He was 13.
I knew it. He's the Cooncat. That's Bob Jessup dancing with Meagan.
Except Bob Jessup would be about 30, and he's spending a life sentence up in Leavenworth.
Oh.
What I said. The old cow kicked in the yelling ball and swing you opposite across the hall. Same 2 gents, forward and back.
Cooncat, I want to tell you something. We loved our flowers. That's the nicest thing anyone ever did.
I don't know what you mean.
All right, but I'll tell you something else. Those were the first flowers we ever got in all our lives.
Turn your back and spit on the wall and swing you opposite across the hall. First, third, forward and back. Forward again and circle 4, 2 little ladies, do-si-do, a little bit of heel and a little bit of toe. Now take your honey and home you go. That's gonna be the last, boys. Ain't gonna be no more, cause that is all.
Come on, Boatwhistle. Play 20 miles from Carson.
Oh, Abby. Not bad. You know I've been following them days.
Oh, come on, come on.
Well, I'll tell you something.
It just so happens that I've got my guitar right back here. I wrote this myself. What key we gonna do it, Larry? So get along, old Baldy. Take the trail of the wagon road train. Got a pretty little gal in Carson, and I'm 20 miles from Carson in the rain. Now, Jack, don't go back to Carson. I'm afraid you've lost your play. 20 cowboys.
See? Isn't it nice just to be people?
I never knew no people like you before.
Well, you know us now.
So get along, old Baldy. Turn around there. Take me over the funeral range. 'Cause a poor cowpoke's heart is breaking. 20 miles from Carson in the rain. Now, Jack, don't go back to Carson. That gal'll never keep that day. There's a million men in all passed through Carson since the fall. I'd say you got back too late. So get along, old Baldy. Turn around.
Where's your paw?
In the house, I guess.
Wait in here.
Cooncat, where are you going?
Stay in the light no matter what.
Cowpoke's heart is breaking. 20 miles from Carson. Turn right back and swing them a while. Form a ring, a great big ring, now all full forward, listen and call, swing your option across the house, promenade eight, now you talk. Now this lady from Martin, good. And now you talk, and don't forget your old grandma, home you go, and everybody swing. 1, 2, 3, swing down. Now you talk, now that lady from Martin store, now swing Sally good. Now you talk, and don't forget your old grandma, home you go, and everybody swing. 1, 2, 3, gent swing, Sally good. Now you talk. And now that lady from Arkansas, now Sally good.
Meagan, go back!
Both?
The girl will scream her head off.
Not long.
Wait a minute.
Right over there. Look past my shoulder by that farm wagon. You see him now?
No. Those spooks really get around, don't they?
I was looking for your pa to tell him they was here.
Oh, Cooncat, what are we going to do with you?
With me? Well, you people can't even take care of yourselves. Those fellas ain't after me. I'm only in their way.
Then why are you running?
I can't help you people because you won't believe me. And I ain't staying around to get blamed.
You leave that be. You're not fit to go running around loose. You'll get yourself hurt feeling this way.
That's my business.
And I'm making it mine. Now get yourself on inside unless you want 20 ropers on your heels. Come on, I said.
Hey, where's Pat Farrell? He's over in the bar.
Joe, what happened to Art? Well, I don't know, Rudolph. He come riding in here a while ago, just as fast as he could.
Uh-huh, somebody found out something.
What's that to us?
I'll find out. Wait at the horses.
Where was my mom?
Found her in the kitchen, like as if she was at the stove when it come. Your father was out in the corral. Looked like he got it as he rode in.
How long they been dead?
Maybe a week.
Pat, dear, I'm so sorry.
So now we know what it was the boy done.
Those sweet old people.
You want Meagan?
Let her come in.
When was you over on the War Paint River?
I was never on no War Paint River.
It's a dry creek near the wagon road. Don't you remember a shack and a few sheds? Just a half a day's travel to the east?
I must have passed a dozen places like
That's
that.
enough.
The boy has the right to speak.
All right, I want you to tell the people to go home.
All right.
Pass the word as quiet as you can. I want you girls to go home, too. I think you better take him.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna hang him.
I can't let you do it, Pat.
What?
First, I need to know how this boy can describe two men he never saw.
But they was here, tonight. We was face to face. You can tell them. You saw him. You had to see him.
He told me he saw him.
My pa took a bullet through his lung standing by you. Have you forgotten that? He was the only man outside of your hired hands who stood with you at the death fence.
Yeah, that's true. But the fact still stands that we know nothing whatever about this boy.
He was so afraid to show his face, he risked your guns rather than ask for grub. Frantic for a horse, frantic to get out of the country.
Yeah, I know that.
Remember what you said. There's been a crime, a bad one. We gotta find out what it was.
I said that.
You caught him a week ago tonight. It was a week ago my folks was killed. Not a half day's ride away. We found out everything you've been asking, and you know it.
I don't even know the boy was there.
You never will if you hold out for an eyewitness. 2 people saw him, and they're dead.
Horse. Cooncat was there. I never thought for a minute that that boy done one thing that was wrong. But it was me that fixed his boots.
Where'd you get those boots?
Rancher gave them to me.
Pull them off. It's the drag, yeah. My pa's brand.
And it was him giving them to me.
Sonny, what'd you pull the stitches out for?
Oh, I knew people'd say I stole them. I've been wearing cast-offs.
Are you satisfied?
I am not. And I won't be till I know a lot more than I know now.
All I gotta know is who killed my ma and pa. And I know.
Well, I don't.
Mr. Davis, I swear to you, he'll never leave this place.
He will if I do.
Pat, he's right.
Are you standing with him or with me?
I'm standing with myself.
If you leave with that insane killer, not one of you nor any critter of your brand will ever set foot on this place again.
Oh, Pat, I don't believe you.
And you can have the fence back, right where it was, and quick!
Walk out that door. Abby, get in the buggy. We'll lead your horse.
I have no horse.
Come on, get that wagon up here. Come on. Get this hook in here. I'm going up ahead. Keep an eye out for trouble.
never believed he'd do it.
I believed it.
It's going to be the same terrible thing all over again.
No. You know why? That gully over there is where Tommy died. 11 years old. Told him to stay home, of course, but he fell. There, with his killed pony.
I know.
We won our fight. It didn't matter anymore. I'll never go to the guns again.
Well, I can be in Marfa by midnight. I'll telegraph from there and get the buyers from Wichita and Ellsworth and Kansas City. They got to meet my drive in Dodge.
Meet what in Dodge?
Every cow we got that can walk them, selling off the cattle.
Oh, you old fool. You ain't gonna get through in the teeth of winter.
I'll lose every critter I got if I hold them here.
And you'll get to Dodge all right with about one cow left, and she'll be a skull on a stick.
The rest of the herds are as good as this one. We'll get through.
Oh, Pa, you're throwing away everything we got in the world for a wretched boy who doesn't even want it.
No, I'm not doing it for the boy. Either a thing is right or it's wrong. There's no halfway.
Pa, why don't you take Meagan to Martha with you?
You ready in 7 seconds?
I sure can.
All right, I'll send down 12, 14 trail hands. Fast as I can find them, and you can start them rounding up.
Oh, this is gonna be the end of this brand. You know that, don't you?
I want every critter I own bunched and ready to start when I get back.
If only Tommy was alive. That's when they broke this outfit's back, when they killed that little kid.
Pa didn't say we were beat.
No, he didn't say it, but I know as well as I know anything in the world. That fence would come out whistling if your brother was alive today.
But he ain't. Now get going.
Get up out of here. Get out of here.
I don't know. Mr. Davis sent us in from Marfa.
Put your stuff in the bunkhouse and grab a snack.
Do you know what your pappy'd say to this?
He'd say it's too bad she's here instead of Tommy. Now lead out the wagon.
You know something? I ain't about to.
I'll go if you'll let me. I can cook all right.
And stay here with this loony kid. Take that carbon off my saddle. You think I'm Calamity Jane?
Well, now, it seems like that you think that you are. Abby, Pat Farrell's brought on just as many cowboys as we got here. Only his is roughs and longhorns. They ain't like these cowpokes.
You're on the chuck wagon, Dixie.
Don't you do it, Dixie. You ought to know who's ramrodding this outfit by now.
He knows.
Uh,
Roll out the team, Dixie.
Abby, honey, won't you just listen to me?
Come on, boys, let's go.
Abby, you don't know what you're doing.
We're going to tear down that fence.
Stop, you! Great land of fury.
Burn them all, boys. I don't want a post left standing.
We'll do it, Abby. Right that post over here. Right that post over here. Here. That's that. That's that.
Sure don't like the smoke we're making. It's bound to be seen.
Afraid it has been seen. Right above that notch where...
Yes, I see them.
Holy cow!
We're going down there. Don't shoot till they do.
Well, we'll have to pull out. We can't do any more here.
They can't hear that.
Well, fire a shot, quick.
Ain't you afraid they'll think
Give me that.
saddles. It's the old fence war all over again.
Hey, look!
The cab is pony.
Ain't no blood in no place. Yeah, here's some. I can't stay here no more. Go in the bunkhouse and fetch me out that box of cartridges. We're going out there.
Let him go.
What did you let him go for?
I learned one great thing at that barn party. That kid's my lucky charm.
I'm not so sure.
They blame him for everything. They don't even believe their own eyes when he tells them what they see. I'll be sorry when they hang him.
I don't like him.
He'll bring Boatwhistle now. Go to the horses. Have them ready when you hear my gun.
Where's them cartridges? Go get them cartridges. Go on.
Just tell me one thing. Couldn't Miles Jessup be alive?
Oh, how could he be alive?
Maybe only wounded.
He was buried by our own boys.
Well, maybe you buried the wrong one. Or maybe he come to and bust himself out of the ground.
Great land of fury. I'll go get them cartridges myself.
I'm telling you, please don't go in there! Please, Boatwhistle, please don't go in there.
Oh, Sonny, no wonder folks are saying you're crazy.
Hello, Boatwhistle.
Miles.
Haven't forgotten, I see.
Miles Jessup.
What's the matter, Boatwhistle? Didn't you never expect to see a Jessup again?
Not this side of the grave.
I remember what fun you had putting us there.
No, Miles, it was only...
More?
Not now.
Pat tried to stop the firing when he saw you. He was going to do you when his horse was killed.
The stud horse?
Yeah.
You could hear the horse scream for a mile. Pat had to put a bullet in his head.
Big Jim.
I want all hands saddled at 4:30. Can you throw 'em breakfast at 1:15?
I don't know nothing about bread, Mr. Davis.
Give 'em hardtack. By daylight, I want the wagon road closed both ways, and the man and Marfa, and all trails stopped off. That way I'll have a chance to head off that boy.
Yes, sir.
Swelling?
Beats quite a bit.
It's all my fault. Boatwhistle lies dead out there because I couldn't see what was plain and clear.
What's plain and clear?
That boy's a Jessup. There's no doubt in the world.
I don't believe it.
Who was killed first? The Farrells. Boatwhistle. Both with me all through the trouble.
But that doesn't explain
That boy has even memorized the faces. Tries to make us think we were haunted. There's your giveaway.
Cooncat wasn't even armed.
Where's the house gun? Now go to your room. I have all the contention I can stomach without a lot of sass spread on it.
Someone has to go to Pat Farrell. He's got to be told I was wrong.
Afraid to tell him yourself?
This break between you and Pat was all my fault. And the fence fight and all.
I'll stand by what I did.
Abby, there's no more reason for fighting now.
Men don't fight about a reason. They fight about they got in a fight.
Pat won't.
Thanks, Paul.
Meagan, be quiet. Come here.
It was a smiling man killed Boatwhistle, right before my eyes.
Cooncat, I believe you, but nobody else will. If only you hadn't come back here.
Oh, it's never any different. But I had to tell you.
If only you hadn't told that whopper about the wagon road.
Oh, I wished 1,000,000 times I'd never spoke.
He even took Pa out there and swore he'd find a body.
Yeah, I know now why it wasn't there.
You still claim there was one?
That's what I came back to tell you. There's no other hope of waking you people up.
You talking to somebody in there, Meagan?
I'm making a star count. 792, 793,
Well, count the 50s like cattle. And get to bed.
All right. Quick, tell me.
Them strangers, the smiling man and the roper, they hid the body. They shoveled dust in there and brushed out their tracks.
Why would they do that if you killed him?
Oh, I never done it, Meagan. I know that now. They fired across me after I was knocked out. That's why they covered it up.
Men like that wouldn't bother. They'd just ride on in a hurry.
They bothered because they weren't ready to ride on. They came here to do something, and they covered it up so they could stay and get it done.
Oh, if we could only prove it.
A corpse will prove it.
Even if everything's like you say, we couldn't find the body. They could have buried him any place within 100 miles.
Or they could have buried him right there.
Maybe he's been there all this time. I gotta go there and bust in. I figure I only got until morning.
A lot better bet for you is just to ride until your horse drops.
Well, if I don't find anything, then I will go on. I've got to stop and try this one more thing.
I'm coming with you.
Oh, no, you're not. I only told you so you'd know what to expect.
Cooncat.
You gotta go back. Your father will follow you.
He'll follow me anyway. I left a message telling him where we went.
Oh, great guns, Meagan. What did you do that for? I'll never have time to find anything now.
Of course you will if we get started.
Ain't there no way to get rid of you?
No. Can't you see you'll need me when he gets here? I'll help you all I can. Come on.
No, sir. You ain't going.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you ain't.
You want to bet?
Yeah, anything. You're not going, and that's final.
Throw me the end of your rope.
Here.
Keep your eyes peeled now. Nothing pull?
Of course he will.
All right, take it away.
Cooncat? Are you all right? What are you doing?
On the lamp.
All this dust, how would they get it spread all over?
How do I know? Maybe they threw it in with a shovel.
It does look kind of funny. There's rocks in it.
Here's where he lay. See that dark stain? That's his blood.
Then it is all true.
Of course it's true. Got to find him. I've got to. If I have to tear down this whole place.
Cooncat, hush a minute. I thought I heard horses. Guess I didn't, though. It's awful quiet. It's almost morning. I can see a little streak of mustard in the east. It's what those brush wolves are singing at.
Oh, there's no use going on. There's nothing here.
But won't the blood stain prove
Oh,
it?
they'd say he spilled something.
Well, what are we gonna do?
I guess I gotta run. I was hoping too hard, I guess. I was sure it was here, but it ain't.
No, it ain't here. It's in the canyon under a ton of caved-down dirt. Someday a flash flood will wash up a skull about 20 miles downstream. But not soon.
Oh, Meagan!
Stick close to me. They'll be right on us.
They got into the brush. Get after them.
Smiler man's got our horses.
Where is he now?
Looking inside the ruins. We'll get in there as soon as he's gone.
Why?
It's the only safe place. He's looked in there already. We can start now.
I wish Pa'd come. They're sure to find us.
No, they won't.
We're gonna be here forever.
Maybe quite a while. May as well just figure we live here, I guess.
It wouldn't be so bad
What wouldn't?
living here. I could fix it up real pretty. It had walls, floor,
No job to fix that. I could do it with my own hands.
glass in the windows.
Sure, I know how to do things like that.
I know how to cook and make rugs and everything.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
Why?
Nothing good can happen. I'm a murderer, everybody thinks.
I don't.
I know. But I just keep thinking if only things had come different.
But they are different. They stood right there and said he did it. He killed Jim Shell, and you're in the clear.
They're back. Smiler man, anyway.
I thought I heard wheels.
Don't hear him now. There's the roper.
Where you going?
Look inside.
Keep back against the wall.
I was in there. Come on.
Boss Davis come all right. He's only a little way up.
Alone?
2 men with him. Pat Farrell's coming up.
Take the horses around behind.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, everything's gonna be all right.
There they are.
Come here.
Hold your fire. Let them come, you fool.
Easy shot.
I've waited for this many years. If you shoot before I tell you, I'll kill you in the same half second.
Hey! Hey!
I got your word.
I sent no word for you to come here.
Abby thought you might need me.
Well, I don't.
Them killers will hold their fire until nobody can miss. You gotta let him know.
That's no good. Pa'd think you were signaling.
Not if I put it close enough to his ear.
That shot came from the roads.
Nah, the echo fooled you. From the ridge. When he's tired of that, he'll come on again.
Dixie, Frank, throw a couple of shots down there to hold his interest. I'm going around the long way by the canyon.
They just lie up there and plunk bullets in them old adobe walls.
Do you think they've sent for more?
Meagan, look! He thinks I'm in there. With only this one gun. Maybe even thinks I won't kill him. No.
I've got to warn him.
He'll answer and they'll kill him.
It'll happen any second.
I've got to go out there. At least make him know.
Cooncat!
Stay back!
That's Cooncat. He ain't inside.
There's another gunman in there.
Keep shooting. That's all we can do.
It ain't all I can do.
You can't get to him.
I can't lay here and see the old man get dry gulched.
That turns. Drop your guns. Now get up. Slow. Face the wall. Now go easy to the door.
Don't go out. He's setting us up for the guns on the ridge. Yeah. I thought you'd remember me.
Told me Bob Jessup was in the pen.
That's right. Or I'd have been here long ago.
Him I recognize. I saw his brother die in his arms at the fence. But you must have been about 13 then.
You remember me.
Oh, I knew your father. This is like as if Miles Jessup walked from the grave.
Yeah, exactly.
Help the boy.
I'm helping him.
Handle him easy.
Yeah. Here on, he can have anything I got in the world.
You better pray can use it. You came here to kill him and he gave you your life on a plate.
From now on, never be without friends. Never without a home.